appeal to the FCT residents to assist us either by providing credible information that will defeat crime.
In 2016, a security task team led by the Abuja Environmental Protection Board had cleared Utako market, and of course roadside vendors to pave way for enhanced security in the area as hoodlums enlarge on makeshift shops and other hideouts to carry out nefarious activities. Fast forward 7 years after, as we beam our searchlight on the larger Utako district, which is recording a spike in crime due to its strategic position as a host to nightclubs and side by side with sprawling mansions of the rich and affluent. On this episode of Call the Police, we shall see efforts of the law enforcement agencies to tackle disturbance, ensure sanity, and of course restore calm with our guests, but that will be after this short break when we will introduce our guests. My name is Tessie Omiri, and this is Called the Police live on the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja. The program returns shortly. Thank you for staying with us. And now let's watch our background report as put together by Asabe Williams on the security situation in the Utako district.
Utako, a high-brow district of Abuja, is strategic for hosting clubs, hotels, hospitals, and other social amenities that attracts a large number. However, the relative peace enjoyed by the people of this area is often obstructed by disturbances from miscreants, hoodlums, and others who either pose as makeshift traders or artisans. But the police is in control of the situation as assets have been deployed to ensure adequate protection of lives and property through cutting-edge technology.
Before, there was everyday thief of car in Utako market. They thief your car. There's no day three I could have missed in Utako market from Monday. But today, it's hardly. Because it's watching everybody. These men are watching everybody who park his car. If any wrong person is going in, there will some rush going there. He's trying. I praise him. And with his able boys, he has some nice boys who are ready to work.
Residents commend this move as nipping crime in the bud swiftly.
The security situation in Abuja is improving, but there's still some area that needs security agents to always be on ground in the evening, especially things from 7 p.m. They need to put a lot of measure in place so that the citizen of that area could be well secure.
Actually, when we look at the situation now, we can see that everywhere is very calm, of which Nigeria Police Force are trying to do their work diligently and dutifully. And if they keep on in doing this, we'll have a very good and a security-conscious atmosphere.
So what I advise to do, they should put more effort. That this new government, this is a new system, and we have a new technology to do, CCTV camera, all those things, they are there. They should put more effort. You understand? And we know that it's not easy, but they should try their best. They should try. At least if they try, we will know. But if they don't try, we are the one complaining because we are the one suffering it.
Others agree that intelligence gathering and more rapid response to emergencies will help strengthen the peace of Utako. In Abuja, Asabe Williams, NTA News.
Many thanks, Asabe, for that background report, and which will usher in our guest this morning. He is CSP Victor Ogbede Godfrey. He is the Divisional Police Officer in charge of Utako FC. Thank you for joining us on the program this morning.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Our pleasure always. Yes. Now, you have watched the background reports and from feelers from FC residents. They talked about how the police is improving and there is room for more. So can you share with us what's the security situation like in Utako right now?
Yeah, before I tell you the security situation of Ustako, I have to tell you that security is for everybody.
Sure.
And based on Section 4 of Police Act and Regulation 2020 as amended, you find out that the duties of police are one, detection of crime, detection, and two, apprehension of offender, three, preservation of law and order, and the four, protection of life and property.
Sure.
You see, what is security? Security simply means, fear free from apprehension of being harmed or resilient to an offenders. To answer your question straight on, security of Utako is relatively peaceful, based on the directive of our able Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba Kale, and the Commissioner of Police, Garuba Haruna, who has given us a marching order to ensure that we maintain a relative peace in our area of jurisdiction. So Utako is relatively peaceful.
Okay. Yeah. There's this issue of demolition of a popular nightclub some years back, and it triggered fears of lots of uncertainties in Utako district. Like we have said in our introduction, it's characterized by lots of nightclubs and other social gathering events like that. So with that fears, what is the security forces doing in the, that's the aftermath of demolition of that nightclub?
Yes, I will clearly have to educate you that security, we have different type of security. We have those in charge of crime prevention, which is the government who is in charge of demolition. Those are crime prevention. And we have the police, who is the first agent in the criminal justice system of Nigeria. You have the police, you have the correction, and you have the court. So those are in charge. So when government officials, for example, carry out demolition, it is our responsibility to ensure that criminal do not take an advantage to unleash mayhem. So ever since that thing was done, I think the police authority take a proactive measure. That's what I'm talking about. Our first function is that of prevention. Prevention, proactive measure. And what are the proactive measures? Raiding, stop and search, among other strategies placed by the police authority. And it has been very, very effective. We equally have used modern technology to ensure that area surveillance, high quality surveillance equipment are being deployed. So it never affected our operation because we work in synergy, because security is synergy. We synergize with other security and government agencies. Yeah, thank you.
If you're just joining us or if you're with us this morning, this is called The Police and we're live on Unity Station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja. We have phone numbers that will be displayed on your screen in a short while. You can call us and be part of our discussion this morning. Today we are taking a look at security situation in Utako district of the Federal Capital Territory with the DPO himself in the studio. So you can call us, questions, recommendations, whatever it is that is the concern. You can be part of this discussion by calling the numbers already on your screen to participate in this all-important discussion talking about security. You talked about the place of technology. I saw in our reports, you already have the drone and other gadgets in the quest to help fight crime in Utako district.
Yes.
Tell us, how can we utilize technology? From our respondents, somebody was complaining bitterly about how the CCTV should be effective and other technological devices should be effective in terms of crime fighting.
Yes, I have to tell you that society is dynamic.
Sure.
It's evolving. We cannot be policing in 21st century using analog. So the functions or the deployment of high level of digital equipment is the answer. And here in Utako, with the support of the Inspector General of Police and the CP, we have all those equipment to ensure that we are not policing in the dark. Because, for example, somebody talking about CCTV, there are high power CCTV that shows colored both day and night. So instead of you policing the darkness, why not you police why not you acquire those equipment?
Sure.
So some of us, when we attend some courses abroad, they say we are dealing with the unknown. You know, even in mathematics, if you are dealing with the unknown, it's very difficult to solve. Sure. But if, for example, I'm here, I'm seeing what is happening in Utako, maybe Becca Bridge, it's helped me better to police that area than I'm not seeing what I'm doing. So technology is the answer, and that is why in Utako, with the support of the Inspector General Police, we have all those equipment that we use, and it has helped us in a great deal to reduce the crime rate.
I can see you have those equipment in Utako. Is it replicated in other divisions, or just East Utako? Or is it like your personal efforts?
Yes, I'm talking aspect of, I'm a DP Utako, I'm not the DP of the Abuja, so I can talk of my own. I said there is a support for the Inspector General Police and the CP, but equally, you have to equally put in my best, because if without passion, you can't get a police right.
You're right.
Because it's passion and patriotism to ensure that you have your equipment, because nobody can have enough. So you equally need to do your own part to ensure that because police made me what I am today. So if I'm giving back to the police and to society, it is not a loss. So
I understand.
So
Utako is one of the commercial hubs we have in the Federal Capital Territory, talking about markets, motor parks, and of course, you know, such kind of areas will harbor miscreants.
Yes. Utako is cosmopolitan, and it borders Uye by the north, it borders Jabi, it borders Wuse. So it's cosmopolitan, and it's made of parks, green areas. All those things have a cost effect, which is hoodlums and mixed crime. But we are not just alone, because we know how it works. If you are policing cosmopolitan, we partners with the people, because I believe that policing for the people and by the people, it isn't just about me. So the parks owners, green parks owners, taxi drivers, all the stakeholders are involved, and I make sure that I synergize with them with sincerity.
So talking about synergy and collaboration, how is the relationship like? Is it that needs improvement, or is it the one that you have been yearning for? How is it like?
It has been very cordial, but as you said, there is always room for improvement, because life is about improving. But I can tell you that in Utako, for example, the people who deal with you are dealing with us because they have seen our sincerity, that we have passion to secure our area. Because if we secure the area, it is for our benefit and for their benefit.
Sure.
So the partners with us, 100%, and we still require more partnership so that we can police them better.
How about the PCRC?
The PCRC we have is, they are wonderful. They are men of good characters who have passion, and want to sacrifice everything to ensure that they will have a peaceful environment.
So now, we have always said that security is everyone's business, that as much as the security forces are contributing theirs, the FT residents also have their own parts to play. So what's your take on FT residents? What are they supposed to also do to contribute to the success of token security in FCT?
Yes, I can confidently tell you, having served there for about a year and some months now, that most people, to be fairness, they are not safety conscious. They are not safety conscious about their environment. They are not safety conscious about their equipment. Because if you want better security, 50% of that is your personal security. I'll give you, for example, you buy a car. You buy a car like Toyota Hilux. You buy a car and you don't have proper security on it. You go to the market, you just park a car maybe 500 meters away from the market. The car is not being manned by anybody. So the citizens need to be security conscious. And this is an avenue for me to tell some people that, look, there's an opportunity for you to have, for example, a park whereby you can park your car and they give you a ticket. Than just parking your car anyhow and unattended to, and if something happens, you start to come, because police cannot be everywhere. So the citizens have to be safety conscious. I found out that more than 99% don't even have security devices in their cars. You can buy a car of 50 million, just about 40,000 naira to put some security. You don't do that. So the citizen need to improve on personal safety. For example, the CCTV camera, they don't have. Even those that have, they don't even extend it to the road. They are so selfish with it, only their shop. So we need, because at the end of the day, this thing help in our investigation.
Sure. Okay, can we take this call? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Thank you for joining us. You're live on TV. Can you tell us your name?
My name is Django. I'm calling you from Kuwa.
Okay.
I just want to find out, there in the Taco market, you have all these migrants who disguise as people helping to carry goods.
Okay.
But some of them are actually people that have some kind of criminal activity.
Sure.
Is there any kind of surveillance on them?
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Django from Kuwa. Okay.
Yes. First of all, I don't want to stigmatize any citizens. As far as they are citizens, they are carrying their duties. I don't want to say they are hoodlums or miscreants.
Okay.
But I can tell you that with the new market organization, union, we are partnership with them. And to a great extent, those people that have committed a crime have been arrested. Even there was one that we arrested last week who, through CCTV, because the customer has CCTV, and somebody went to that place and stole. Through the CCTV footage that we analyzed, he was arrested. So we are doing that. But what I want to advise Nigeria is not to stigmatize anybody.
Okay. Since everybody's out for their daily.
Yeah, for the daily.
So like you have said, on our parts, we should also be security conscious.
Yeah, personal safety.
Okay.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining us. You're live on TV.
My name is Gimbia. I'm calling from Wusi.
Okay. Your name is what?
Gimbia. I'm calling from Wusi.
Okay, Gimbia from Wusi. Okay.
Yes, I just want to commend the program.
Okay.
Crimes have reduced in community.
Okay. Thank you so much for the commendation. Okay. This call is to commend the effort of security forces. You know, whenever you receive commendation, it spurs you to do more as a security agencies. So you were talking about members of the public, what they are supposed to do.
Yeah, because that's what I find out, because the awareness about personal safety is almost not there, because you need to play your part. For example, that's what they call hardening the target. If you have a car and you just make it vulnerable, you park along the road and nobody is attending to it, you have not done anything. But if you take it to a garage, the car is secure for you. If you have a vehicle, it's transparent, and you put laptops and everything, and the criminal can see even from outside. You are giving them.
So it's just like you enticing the person that wants to steal.
You're enticing them to break in. So you have to be security conscious. You are going out to a market. Why bring all your laptops or everything that you have inside? And why did you park when nobody's attending to it? And why did you park a vehicle and spend 4 hours inside the market, and nobody's attending to your car? So most of the times, they need to be security conscious.
Okay. Let's take our security tips before we continue. Thank you for that security tips, and we welcome you back with this caller. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Am I on to call this please?
Yes, and you're live on TV. Can you tell us your name?
Okay, my name is Sunday Timothy.
Sunday
Timothy. I'm calling from Lugbe.
Okay, how is Lugbe this morning?
Lugbe is very peaceful and calm.
Okay. What do you have for us?
I want to commend the producers and the Nigerian police for putting together this program. Thank you. This program is a very good and enlightening program.
Thank you.
I want them to, if possible, the time should be increased to like an hour.
Okay, that is a concern we will take to the management of the FC Police Command. I'm sure the boss are listening, and we have something to say about that. They want extension of the time.
Yes, it is better so that the people can know what we are doing. Yes, know what we are doing.
Time to discuss.
And how they can assist.
All right, thank you. Thank you, our callers, for the recommendation, of course, for the commendation. So now, still talking about FCT residents' participation in making FCT crime-free society. Like we always say, we will not 100% win the war against criminality, but of course we will reduce it to the barest minimum. So what's your advice to FCT residents?
Yes, what I advise to them, my advice to them is that one, they have to be, have that personal safety and security right from their homes. For example, do not be predetermined. For example, you have a house help or a driver that stayed with you for 20 years and you think that you are doing it the best. It's never the best. You must not be determined. You must learn how to change your drivers, your house help, you will change their positions because experience have shown that people who understudy you for so long become jealous and can equally plan you. Because there's some suspect we have in the cell right now who might be the owner trusted so much, the driver, whereas he was the one that went outside to mold his key and the vehicle was removed from where parked. So we should be security conscious. We should not be taken as a joker. If something happened, for example, take action. Do not get to be blackmailed because that's what normally happens. Somebody stole. Oh, please, I leave it for God. No, God is there. God is for everybody, but we must do our own part of it.
Sure.
So the FCT resident should be safety and security conscious.
Okay, okay, we will round up, but that will take this last call and then we round up for today. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. You happen to be our last caller. Can you make it brief?
My name is Francis.
Okay.
I'm calling from Katampe News.
Okay, Francis from Katampe. Go ahead.
Yes. We are talking about security, securing the nation in FCT and in Nigeria as a whole.
Yes.
Let's come to this. The speeches that former governor of Kaduna State has been making concern the Christian, Muslim religion, and how the nation is, how they plan it, and everything. If the opposite religion should take it up,
okay,
situation problem into this country and bring the stabilization into this country.
Okay.
What is the police doing about it?
We're hoping that it will not lead to that. Talking about religion is a very sensitive issue, I must say, and I know that the police will handle it well.
Yes. As for me, there's no comment because I don't want to dwell on rumors.
Sure.
And I don't dwell on rumors. There's no comment. But there's another thing which I want to make known to the public. Yes,
okay.
It's a traffic road accident.
Okay.
Is very high in Abuja. So people, the citizens never take it as a serious something.
Okay.
And when somebody is arrested for a road accident, they will say, oh, it's not just a road accident. But this thing has been killing people on a daily basis. So the FCT residents should be very careful. They should be law-abiding while driving. And because Abuja have good roads, have good cars.
Let's not take advantage.
Yes, and people don't obey the traffic rule.
Thank you so much, our guest, for coming on the program. We really appreciate your time with us this morning, and we thank you for the technological deployment in Otako. We hope it will be replicated in other divisions in the FCT for effective crime fighting.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. God
You're
bless
welcome.
you.
And to you, the FCT residents, we thank you for sharing your time with us today on Call the Police. Like we always say, security is everyone's business. Do your part and leave the rest for God, of course, and security forces who are on their toes day, morning, and night to make sure that we're all protected. Until we come your way next week, same time, same station, for another interesting edition of the program, we say stay safe.